But I'm going to talk about two methods that you can use as soon as you start your blog or your website. The more you build that type of content, the more your revenue will increase. Hello everybody, Oscar here for notagarage.com. Thanks for watching another episode of Driving with Oscar. I got some questions from you guys. Well, a couple of people saying, how come you don't just sit on your studio and do proper videos? And I wondered, like, what is a proper video? What does it matter? If I still give you value on the videos, what do you care where I do it? Today I'm going to give you practical advice just to satisfy those of you that don't like the driving videos but still watch them. I appreciate it that you do, but I understand that I haven't done a lot of tutorials lately. But yesterday I talked about affiliate marketing, the cost to start up an affiliate marketing business. And I also got a question on my group about how I wasn't really disclosing all the costs for affiliate marketing. And that's not really true. They said, well, what about paid advertising? Well, I talked about paid advertising. You don't have to do paid advertising. You can do all the affiliate marketing business that you want without any paid advertising. My friend John, he has built a multi-million-dollar blog with zero advertising. In fact, earlier this year, I believe in February, he tried Facebook ads for the first time. And he was a little too aggressive, so much so that he got his account banned from advertising, and he just didn't go back to advertising. He doesn't need it. And he still makes high 5 figures and 6 figures each month from his blog with zero advertising. What is the secret? What is the secret? An email list. So you got to have that. An email list is essential. People ask me, what is the first thing I should do for my affiliate marketing business? My first thing I always advise to do is to set up an email list. That's the very first thing you need to do. Okay, but today I'm going to talk about actually putting affiliate products on your website. There's 2 ways to do it. Maybe there's more, but I'm going to talk about 2 methods that you can use as soon as you start your blog or your website. And that is, one of them is with banners and graphical links, also just regular links. So in other words, running your own ads on your own website, one method. And the other method is by writing about the content, about the product. So I talked a little bit about content yesterday. Content is long lasting. If you do it right, and if you write evergreen content about evergreen topics, that's one of the beautiful things about affiliate marketing. You can spend a few hours writing a blog post today, and if you do it right, it will generate sales tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. I have blog posts that are 3 or 4 years old that still generate revenue today. The more you build that type of content, the more your revenue will increase. So what are some of the ways that you can actually add affiliate marketing to your website? Well, let's talk about content first. That part's easy. It's pretty straightforward. And then I'll have a tutorial on how to do the second part. So the first part is, writing content. What type of content can you write for affiliate marketing? Well, there's a lot of different content that you can use to promote affiliate product. I recommend that you make your content genuine, make it clear, concise, entertaining if you can. It takes a lot of practice to write witty stories or really compelling stories that people love to read. So at the first few times, it's going to take you, you may feel like it didn't work. But you can always go back and edit as you learn more stuff. As you change your vocabulary and as you learn more about affiliate marketing and the products itself, you can always go back and edit those blog posts and also keep promoting them. All the blog posts I post, those get promoted for months after I write them. I'm involved with a lot of groups on Facebook related to different things about the topics I talk about in my blog. And what I tend to do is, one of the things I do to get that content I'm talking about, the evergreen content, is I analyze the questions that people are asking about the topics. Whatever your topic may be, do the same thing. Pay attention to what type of questions people are asking, make a short list of that, and then start writing about those questions. Answer the questions, give resources, give tutorials, give explanations as to why the answer is the way it is. Put it on your blog post. Obviously, you want to use an affiliate link when possible to talk about products that solve the problems those questions pertain to. And once you've done that, you're going to have that blog post sitting there on your blog. When you see that question come up again on Facebook or on Twitter, take a moment to honestly and genuinely answer the question to that person asking, and say, by the way, first answer. Make sure you answer the question. Don't just put your link, say, here, I answered the question. That is frowned upon by most group admins, and it can get your post deleted, it can get you banned, it can get you kicked out of the group, all kinds of things. The way that I approach it is I answer the question as succinctly as I can, but so that that my answer stands alone. So when somebody reads the thread, they can see that the answer I gave them was sufficient. But then I say, by the way, I also talked about this on this blog post, if you want more details and resources and stuff like that. That is how you can get people to come to your blog that are very targeted, because they want to know about that answer that you gave and maybe understand a little bit more. And when they go to your blog, hopefully they'll subscribe to your email list. But if they don't, you still have the chance that they will click on one of your affiliate links and buy the product because it is part of the answer. That's one way to do it. Another way to do content for affiliate marketing is to do reviews of products. And I know you're gonna say, well, see, I knew that your budget of, a couple $100 for the year was not true. It is and it isn't. If you want to do reviews for products, it's actually very simple, and you can still do it with a very, very low budget. One of the ways that you can do reviews for products, even if they're expensive, is by starting with the lower end products. The ones that are inexpensive. Buy the product, take great photos, do a video of it, do an unboxing, describe the product, and then do a review on it. Guess what? If you pay attention to how you buy the product and where you buy it from, you can then return the product. This is your job. This is not, oh, I can't spend $500 on that cooking utensil because it's too much money, it's not in my budget. Well, but if you know the product review is going to make you $50 a month for the next 12 months, why wouldn't you spend the $500, get the product, open it, review it, take care of it really well, and then return it? Yeah, some places may charge you a restocking fee, 10%. Okay, so you pay $50 for that. But now you have a unique piece of content. You have the legitimacy of your own review of your own blog post, showing that you have it in your hands when you're reviewing it, and that's it. So use a credit card, buy the product. If you can't afford to keep it, take it back and return it. It's as simple as that. It's a great way to start. Now, another way is, once you start doing this, once you review enough products and you do a good job, your reviews are honest, unbiased. I mean, obviously, there's always going to be a bias on everything you write. But once people see that you're writing, more people will be attracted to your website, you will get more traffic, you will be noticed by the competitors of the products that you have reviewed and by other products in the same category. At that point, something great starts happening. The PR people, the social media managers, and the affiliate managers of those products will start contacting you, and many times they'll just offer you the product for free for you to review it. So at some point, you don't even need to spend money on that. As a side note, one of the things that you need to keep in mind when people give you free products is that you need to disclose that. The FTC requires you to disclose that, and I have seen a lot of you that are my friends and followers on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I know that you're doing sponsored posts, but you're not disclosing that. That's going to come back and bite you in the ass. Seriously, you need to disclose that it's a sponsored post, it was paid for, it was a gift, those kind of things. And if you're starting out, make sure that you do that. You don't have to put a red banner that says, "Oh, I got this product for free." Simply explain that this was provided for you by the company for evaluation purposes, or they sent it to you for free. Just mention it. That's all you have to do. Anyway, you have to be careful when you do that, because when you take free products from companies, because you will have an inherent feeling that you have to be nice to them. You will feel like, oh, you know what? They gave it to me for free, so I can't. They gave it to me for free, so I can't really blast them. I need to, be nice. Well, that's not the case. Make sure you have a policy in place that says the reviews are mine and mine alone. Even if I get the products for free, I still review them honestly. And then make sure that the companies know that, and know that you're not going to write a positive review for them just because they gave you the product for free. If you have that understanding, then you're in the clear. After this, I'll tell you the other method, and I'll show you hands-on on WordPress how to do it, how to install it, how to manage it that way. See you in a bit. There you go, Clever. my shoulders. Wait for me, Claire.
Daddy, check here.
We have to.
Yeah, they can hurt your ear.
Yeah.
They poke you in it, and your finger bleeds.
There you have it again. The red curve. The entitlement. How come you didn't write it?
Because you take bait.
That's one way to do affiliate marketing. And really, the way that you go about it is get your product, review it, then you get a link for that product from an affiliate marketplace. It could be Amazon, it could be Shareasale, it could be a number of other places. And then you use that link to refer to the product. Of course, make sure you have your disclosures in place and all that good stuff. That's one way to do content affiliate marketing. Works great. The next part is just regular banner advertising. Now, banner advertising has been decreasing in efficiency over the past several years because people just kind of tune out of it. But it's still worth it to put it in place. And the way that I'm going to tell you about it, you can do this almost automatically with a plugin for WordPress. But this plugin also allows you to sell advertising space to other bloggers or other companies. So you can advertise your own affiliate products or sell space for other people. You can also make promoted links. So you can have, a list of links that go on your sidebar. First, I'll tell you a little bit about it, and then we'll go into the tutorial. So the plugin is called OIO Publisher. Please, please, please use the link below. It's a very, very inexpensive plugin, and of course, if you use the link, I'll get a commission. I'll appreciate that, and hopefully, I give you enough to convince you that this is a good product. Use it. I've been using it forever. What's cool about it is that there's no size restrictions. There's no dimensions restrictions. So, for example, if you want to make your own banner size or your own graphics of certain size, you can do that. You just plug in the size numbers that you want, and that works. Another great thing about it is that it automatically creates a sale page for your advertising. You can use it for banner advertising, you can use it for links, and you can also use it for sponsored content. You can create the rules that you want for people to follow when they want to submit a guest sponsored post, and you give people a purchasing page that ties to your PayPal account, and they automatically can buy a spot on your website if you want to sell sponsored posts. So that's another way to make revenue on your website. Now, that's not affiliate marketing, that's just sponsored posts. So I'm not going to cover that in detail today, but I mentioned that because the plugin allows you to do that. So it's very, very versatile. And then the other thing that you can do is you can sell links. Now this, I tell you that you can do it with a really, really big caution warning. Google doesn't like when you buy links, when people buy links. So only do that after you've researched the implications and how to use it properly. But you can have it automatically make links or make links exchanges. So you can say, hey, the moment you give me a link, I will make a link back to you. And that does, if you do it carefully, if you do it right, then it allows you to get people to link to you and make things work. Anyway, we won't get into that. But what I want to show you next in the tutorial will be the installation and how to put your first banner ad. And then I'll show you just how to customize it a little bit, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, so let's go into how this works for the plugin I just mentioned. So this is called OIO Publisher. And so we're going to check it out here on this blog that we're working on. It is super easy to use. Now to install it, you install it just like any other plugin that you install manually. So you would go to plugins, click on add new, you would upload a plugin, then you go and find a plugin that you downloaded earlier, and you install it and then activate it. As you see here, we have it already activated. That part is done. Now, what happens when you activate this plugin is that you get this section over here. So what we're going to try to do, I'm going to show you how to do this today. Notice this is just a heading area, the menus, a little link over here, and then on the right hand side I put a gray box here to show a placeholder for an ad. And down below we have another one. I'm going to show you how to add those into your WordPress site using OIO Publisher. Oh, and let's see where it goes. Basically, this is how you're going to add them. Under widgets, you're going to look for the widget area that you have already found to be the one where you want to put your ads. In this case, we picked primary sidebar. So we click on that, and we have OIO ad zone. Banner type is ad, and the zone ID is number 1. Now, that doesn't mean a whole lot right now, but let's go and show you. So when you first go to OIO Publisher, you should go through the Get Started section. This is where you'll find a quick tutorial of the whole plugin and also all the access to the settings for your plugin. So let's go through the settings. We're just going to click on settings here and walk through the different options that are available. I'm just going to go through the basic ones first. So OIO Publisher Direct is enabled. That's of course because you want to use it. Uninstall script, you don't want to do that. Payment test mode is disabled. If you want to test your plugin for purchases, then you would enable payment test mode. This is the website name that you're going to give just to the advertising space. So we're just going to put advertising and then the name of the website. It's fine. The contact email is going to be obviously whatever you want it to be. We'll leave it as is for that, as it is for now. Payment settings, US dollars is what we use. Otherwise, you can pick from the list right here. You then have to go through and configure PayPal. So you can do that here under settings. We're not going to do that right now. What we're going to focus on is on the ad zones. And I want you to notice a couple of things. When you first open up your plugin, you will only have one ad zone right here. It will say 1, and you will be in ad zone number 1. There's a couple of things I've changed already. First, in order for you to add new zones to your plugin, you simply just add the next number. If you know you're going to have, for example, 10 different areas, then you can just create 10 zones right away. For example, right now there's 3, and you can see right here zone 1, zone 2, and 3. If I just go here and add, let's say 5, and click on go, I will now have 2 more zones available here. So now we have 4 and 5 that were not there before. This one says zone 3, zone 4 as the name. Once you edit them, you can change the name to whatever you want. So I named mine main 3 by 250, main 3 by 600. So let's take a look at those. Let's configure zone number 3 to be one of those square boxes that are 125 by 125. So enable zone, yes. Let's call this 125 by 4. Okay. There'll be 125, 125, and we want 2 by 2. So 2 across and 2 down. Okay, so the rest of the settings, this is where you would adjust your prices if you were selling this spot to somebody else. So you could say, for example, this is 10 for 10. So you could say $10 for 10 days, or 30 for 30, or whatever price you want to get. Right now, we're just configuring this to be part of your affiliate marketing. Rotation factor, you want to leave it as maybe 1 or 2 for now. It doesn't really matter since you're going to be putting your own ads right now. We're not going to worry about ad queue length either. Spacing between the ads, you may need to change that as you design your ad space so it looks nicer. 10 pixels seems to be pretty good for most themes. And default image is the image that we're going to use for that ad. So let's get that template. Let's see, template or placeholder, right? Placeholder.com, I think. We want images and we want 125. So see, we're going to use this image right now. And there's a couple ways to do that. First, we're going to right click and save image, and we're going to save it to our desktop. And then in our website, we're going to go to media and add new. And we're going to select that file that we just downloaded. and upload it. Now it's going to give you the list of the file right here. So we're just going to edit this file. And this is the same that you would do if this was a picture for a banner or a picture that you created to advertise in your blog. You need to copy this address right here, file URL. You're going to copy that, and then we're going to go over here to the ad zones, and under default image URL, we're going to click here, and we're going to leave that as is. The rest of it should be fine to leave the way it is. We're going to save it for now, okay? Update settings here at the bottom. So now, if we go to the widgets area, we go to appearance, widgets. On the primary sidebar, we're going to put in another ad zone. We have two, remember? We have ad zone number 1 and ad zone number 3, or number 2. And we just created ad zone number 3. We're going to insert it right here in between Alexia's favorite and the Genesis user profile. So we're going to look for OIO Publisher, OIO ad zone, and we want it on the primary sidebar. We could drag and drop it up there if we want. Let's do that. Let's keep going. Okay. We want it in between the profile right here. Okay. And this one is going to be ad zone number 3. So we click on that. We just put number 3 there. We don't have any titles on the other one, so we're going to leave this the way that it is in the rest of the options. We're just going to put banner ad number 3 and click on save. Now let's see if that already took care of it. So you see it only shows 1 right now. So we have to change something here. Under the widgets, we're going to add OIO zone, and we're going to show here all. So show all the ads that are empty right now. That's just for us to be able to see it, what it's going to look like. And you see right here that we have 125 by 125 4 times. So those are ready to be used. And then that's the basic setup. However, on the widgets we told it, hey, please show all the empty ad slots. Now what does that mean when it's empty? Well, that means that nobody's purchased it, or you haven't added any default ads down here. So you need to add those in. Now I mentioned how to get ads for a affiliate program. So let's use Shareasale as an example right now. We're going to go to Shareasale. All the links are down below again, guys. Click on, log into your account. And once you log into your account, okay, so then once you're in here, go to links and say click on get a link or banner. From here, you're going to find the different pieces of software that or products that you have available. So you see there's DJI Technologies. These are the drones company. Here's a company that makes phone cases and apparel, merchandise. So there's a lot of different companies here that you will find banners for. So here, let's do Warby Parker, for example. Let's just go and click on get links. Some merchants will have more options than others, so it really varies from merchant to merchant. But you see right here they have banners. Now, 125 size banners are maybe a little bit dated, so I don't know if we're going to find any, but we can find some of the other ones and still demonstrate what I want to show you. So let's search for 125, see if that even exists. Oh, so they have 125. So let's find this one, for example, right here, 125. Wow, so they only have 125. So we're going to grab that. We click on it, and you're going to see right here, there's a couple of things. This whole code goes into the plugin automatically, okay? So we're going to select all, okay? And then we're going to copy that. Copy. Then we're going to go into the ad zones here. And notice we have default ads. Now we have, these are 4 spots, right? So we have 2 by 2, and we don't have any default ads yet. So how many do we want to put into rotation? Because we have 4, we need to have at least 4 ads that are going to be shown there. So we're going to put 4, and before we do anything else, we're going to update settings there. And now remember, we were over here and we copied this code here. Now from the ad zones, we're going to change from ad number 1, we're going to change from image to HTML. Notice these two fields are going to change into one single field. See, so now we put HTML code, and that's the code that we copied from Shareasale, just like that. This includes your affiliate link, it includes the images. That's why you only have one field to put in here. Now, if you wanted to do this by hand, because I'll show you how. I'll show you why we want to do it by hand. So we have it put like this, and now if we click on Update Settings, and then we go look at the website again, we should see that one of those has turned into our advertising banner. And there you have it. There's that image that we copied from over here. We copied this entire code. We put it into the first available ad as HTML code. And now, oops, it shows right here. So now what happens if you want to add another image? Maybe one that you created, or maybe one where you don't have the code to copy like that. Well, let's find another one here. Let's do, for example, Grammarly. I think Grammarly probably has some. So we're going to go into banners and look for the 125 pixel size, because that's what we're working with right now. And they don't have one. That's a bummer. Let's see, 250 maybe? They have 250 by 250, which will be a little bit crunched, but maybe it will work. So we take this, and we're going to save the image. Okay? However you want to save it. So we're going to name it 250 pixel Grammarly. Okay, so you're going to save it to your desktop. Now, when you are in Shareasale or any other program for any affiliate marketing, you will have your link for a specific product. For example, this is my link right here. This is my link for this ad, for this Shareasale product by Grammarly. This is my link. So I'm going to copy that. And I'll demonstrate that right now by placing the link here and then going to it. It's going to take me through different hops. Just jumps, and then it's going to take me to Grammarly. Now I'm logged into my Grammarly, so that didn't really demonstrate a whole lot, but let's try, for example, Firefox here. So we put that there. See, so now that takes me to an affiliate page. Now if somebody were to buy this, I get rewarded for that. Okay, so that's how that works. You copy this. We already saved the image, so now let me show you how to use the other section of this. Say, for example, that somebody wants to buy an ad and they send you a link and an image, and this is what they want you to use. Well, you need to put an image URL right here and a target link. That's the link that we just copied. That's this one right here, just a link. Notice I'm not copying any of the other code like the HTML code or anything like we did earlier. This is just that link. And we're going to put that link here. Now, you can't really see the whole thing, but it's all there. And then the next part is image URL. So image URL is just like we did earlier when we went to media and we added that 125 pixel image, this one. The only problem right now is that it's not 250, but we're still going to add new. We're going to find a 250 pixel, this one, yep. Once we add it, notice that it puts it right here, and if you click on it, then you can go get this URL right here. So we're going to select that. Okay, and copy. Copy that. And go back to the ad zone. And right here, where it says image URL, you're going to place that. Okay. Now, because what we're doing right now, this could be a problem. This image may show cut out or cut because it's bigger. Remember, it's 250 pixels. So let's click on Update Settings. What I'm really more concerned with is showing you how this is going to change into another ad right now. So if we change it, there you go. So now you have two ads. Now what does that mean? These two are going to be showing until you fill those 4 other ads. Right? So this 2 here. But one thing that you could do is you could create an ad with Canva or Photoshop or something that says advertise here. And then you would put an ad there that says buy this spot, and then you send them to the link I showed you earlier, to this link here, for them to buy an ad spot. And then obviously you have to configure the pricing and all that, but that's what you could do with those 4 empty spaces. But in the case, for example, for this blog that we're working on, this is all food-based recipes. This would be a great ad to put in something from Amazon, one of the ads that change automatically for Amazon, and you can put it here, for example, on there. The big, the bigger ad sizes are more popular now than this ones. So I just wanted to demonstrate how to add your own affiliate links to banners using OIO Publisher. Now, before I wrap this up, I'm going to show you one other section for ad zones, or for OIO Publisher, which is, if you go to Inline Ads right here, this is a pretty neat option. It's a little bit dated as well, but it still works great, and a lot of places use it, especially big magazines and newspapers. It works all the same way as the other one, except the ads are going to show up inside of your text. When you click on it, for example here, it will show an ad right here in this top right corner. Okay, so that's how you would add those, and it shows into every single page load. When somebody looks at a blog post, it's going to show up there, and you would configure it by just adding the link to the image and the link to your tracking link, whatever that may be, or you change it to HTML and put the code here. HTML is great when you're putting code for example, from AdWords or from Amazon ads, or any ads that they give you a block of code. So I hope this was useful. So let's finish up with the driving video. We'll cover this more in advance in future videos, but that's the basic way to add ads to your blog and use affiliate marketing to get the advertising. Before you have a lot of traffic, before you have anybody that wants to pay to advertise on your blog, you find your own ads through different affiliate networks. Hey guys, so I hope that was good and informational. In case you didn't know that you could do that, now you know. Yes, there are other plugins that do similar stuff, but OIO Publisher is pretty much the standard when it comes to this stuff. Maybe in a few more episodes, I'll talk about another plugin that I'm testing out for advertising called AdSanity. Also, links down in the description. That's a plugin from one of my WordPress buddies and their company. They've created it because they felt like what was out there wasn't enough, or it wasn't easy enough to use. OIO Publisher is not the only one, but it's the one I recommend for affiliate marketers and bloggers that want to monetize their content. Really, really good. And it's only like 40 bucks or whatever it is. Thank you for watching, guys. Give me a like, subscribe if you're new here. Let me know in the comments what type of tutorials, questions, and other stuff you would like me to cover, and I'll be happy to do that in a future episode. Thanks a lot. I'll talk to you later. Bye.